Hello.
Hey guys.
Hola, hola, ¿cómo estamos? How are you guys?
We're going to start with some of the questions that you asked us online recently. So,
At the moment, 10 questions.
yeah, we had so
Okay,
many.
because so
We
much.
had
Yeah, so many.
50, I think, just
50
about.
questions.
So, we're going to answer 10 today, I think, as a start for you.
Yes.
So, the first one was, what was the catalyst, or what was the thing for going from dancing as a hobby and enjoyment to dancing as a business? Do you want to start?
Yes. I remember my first class. I'm start dance 22 years ago, and folklore from Argentina, and start salsa 11 years ago. So my teacher one time said, Carlos, can you replace me?
Replace me.
Replace me one class on the beginner. I said, okay. Super nervous. So, okay. Yes, I said yes. My first class, I remember, said basic and just walk. That's it.
That's it.
So after my first class salsa, descubrí. What is descubrí?
I discovered? No.
Is one new word
Yeah.
in myself. It's okay. Carlos, do you like it? In myself, no? I like it. I like a big teacher.
You enjoyed
Just,
it.
yeah, I enjoy it so much. And start teaching too. And start teaching for business and dance for comp and yeah, for my life.
As a
Parallel.
professional kind of.
Professional, yeah, exactly.
For me, I think I've been dancing for many, many, many years. But I think it was really the first major catalyst, I guess, was when I went for the second time to Miami to the World Championships. When I came back from there, I felt like the world had been opened up to me, and I was like, this is your time. It's your time to start something for yourself. So that's when I started La Encantada, just out of little studios that I could hire to begin with, and we kind of went from there. And then I guess the second thing was when we were getting tired of using those studios, like the horrible studios that a lot of you would know. I was like, I'm sick of this and having to work around other people's schedules and always, trying to find a new space and availability. That was kind of the time where I was like, I need to find us a permanent home. So I guess that was what kind of forced me into opening the business officially. So now we have our beautiful premises in Kensington. So yeah, that was kind of my two major things, I think. Okay, next question.
Yeah.
What drew you? Why don't you read it?
No.
What drew you to salsa specifically instead of other dance styles?
For me, can you reply first, please?
Sure. For me, salsa, I was a ballet dancer for 16 years before salsa. So for me, it was the music. Without really knowing what the music was, I always had an attraction to what I found out later was sort of Latin music. I think it actually comes from a different style. Early on, my grandparents played a lot of, I think it was actually more African American rhythm kind of percussion when I was a kid. So I think I've always had that kind of thing in my head of that music influence, maybe from an early age in terms of percussion. And then I met a girl that was teaching for Melbourne salsa, actually, just at a party one day, and she was like, oh yeah, I teach this style called salsa. I was like, what is this thing you call salsa? And then I realized I made the connection of the dance style to the music that I really enjoyed listening to. And that's kind of where it all started for me. I think as well, now that I know what salsa is, and that happened pretty quickly for me, within a year I was exposed to this amazing world that we all know and love. For me now, especially, it's the people and the community, I think, that I've met along the way, and the opportunities that it's given us. Coming from a ballet background, I think, yes, maybe that's obviously there too, but salsa's like a different ball game, I think, just in terms of performing to an audience that screams at you, you know, screams back at you and supports you, meeting people from all around the world,
Yeah.
giving you the opportunity to travel most of the time, except when it's COVID.
Yeah. This time is
Yeah,
exception.
So I think that's for me why. There's so many reasons why I'm still doing salsa, but that's my choice. Why
Yeah,
I started.
for me is yeah, because the salsa has more possibility for travel and know the people, and yeah, and the showcase yeah, have too much possibility. So I know the different style. I know folklore. I know little ballet, jazz. Yeah, super. I am decision. My decision start more professional dance of salsa for the. I am honest. For say, okay, one day I remember said in myself, Carlos, okay, why you decision start teaching salsa or compete salsa? Because I won't be a world champion in the world, you know, and yeah, know the different countries and travel and I want to know the different people and friends and yeah, and
felt like
future
that
love. I don't know.
You felt
Yeah.
like salsa gave you that opportunity more than other styles.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah.
Good.
The word is opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, opportunity.
Yeah.
I like it. Me
Okay.
too.
Number 3.
Number 3. What has been the most important part of your dance or LEC journey? Woo, this one is super hard. So for me, most important part, I think the answer to that is many different parts. There's been so many different things along the way. As I said, I've been doing salsa for a long time, so maybe 13 years now. And I think for me, one of the first things was realizing that after all the hard work, all the competitions I'd done, all the training I'd done, not just in salsa, but all the many years before, I think I had a moment of realizing, you know, you are good at this, you are good at what you do, you can be independent, and, you know, this could become a career for you. I had kind of that, you know, light bulb moment. It's actually someone said something to me that made me think, okay, I had never really had thought of that before, until someone sort of said to me, you know, you're an amazing dancer, you're an artist in yourself, why not do this for yourself? And I was like, oh, okay. So that kind of was an important part for me early on. I think definitely traveling, because I've met so many key people and important people both in Australia and overseas that I might not have never met before, like Carlos, for example. Had I never traveled to America for the Worlds, we would never be working together or have Carlos in Australia. So that was, for me, that's a very important part too. It's like the opportunity to work with someone from a completely different culture, have the opportunity to perform and compete and travel around Australia, and also have someone working with me, you know, full time in the studio as well. Other important parts, obviously opening La Encantada, the very beginning, back at Transit Dance in those little studios, and then that progressing through, you know, jumping in and being like, I'm going to put this ad online and see women's team, let's see how we go, and then to have so many people sign up in the first course, and then for that to just progress quite naturally and organically into running the studio. It's been a really lovely process. And anything else, most important part, I think, is just realizing that community that we have. I think last year at Brisbane competition was probably one of the highlights for me, in terms of sitting back and being like, this is why we do what we do, because we're sitting with this 30 strong people in our team, all wearing our burgundy jumpers, screaming for each other, and just like seeing that. I'm talking about it now, I'm getting goosebumps. So I think that for me as well, like moments like that, you know, what make this, that's what's been most important for me, I guess. What about you?
Well, for me, no, for me, of At the moment is travel to Australia. My 3 years, 3 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, 3 years
Fast.
ago. This click in my life. Okay, your possibilities now is
Outside of Cordova, right?
outside Cordoba. Yes, different. So for me is most important. Yeah, the travel with from Australia, and this year my second place in the world for for the comp, and and wait, I need to think a little. It's important for me be part of La Encantada. Yeah, and it's important because I love it, La Encantada.
Yeah, we all think he's a pretty big important part of the school too, right? Okay, next one.
And my English.
Yeah.
Too, because at the moment I'm
Getting better and better and better, your English.
more. Little.
What has been the hardest part about balancing dance with every other part of life? Or
Maybe-
is it not interfered at all?
Maybe it's one word.
One word for you?
For me, it's the life.
Uh-huh.
My life.
Yeah. The hardest thing about balancing dance, there's no hard thing for you because, is that what you're saying? Dance is your life.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Yeah. Okay, there you go. I just translated what he meant to you. I kind of agree with you though. Like for us, I mean, I'm a Libran star sign, so balance, you'll notice the little balance scales at the studio. Balance is very important for me, and I know I use that as a guide for if I'm feeling not quite right, then something's out in life. But dance is very much, like Carlos just said, it is our life. And I think I specifically am very lucky to have a partner, Etienne, that's so supportive of what I do, and that's so important for me, that you find someone that respects what you do for your work, and he's incredibly patient with that. And I think it's just being sensible. I think just making sure that you make time for those that are important to you and that you love, but equally that they respect what you do as well, is our career. And I know it is very difficult sometimes for outside people to understand that, how much we have to work and how much of our time goes into our craft. But I think, it is our life at the end of the day. That's what dance is for us, right? I don't know if I really answered the question, but we're doing our best, guys. Number 5.
Number 5.
Whew. How do you manage training, teaching, and performing when injuries happen? Well, we talked about this before.
Yeah.
We're pretty lucky, both of us. Well, I touch wood, haven't had many major injuries at all. I've had like little niggly things that I've managed to keep at bay with my osteo. So I use an osteo whenever I need to. I'll go and see him to sort me out. But anytime that I have hurt myself, like even silly little thing the other day, hurting my neck in the studio, was because I wasn't warm. I can't stress enough the importance of warming up, of looking after yourself, listening to your body, taking a hot shower after training, massage, and stretching, of course. Just the usual things. But I think as I get older too, it's more and more important. I know you've had one sort of injury, right?
In my leg.
His hamstring, I think.
One day I was dancing, is correct? I don't know. Split, beautiful. I listen to my... Yeah, my legs broke. No, my leg, my ischio. I don't know what English is.
I'm guessing hamstring. We should have Googled that before.
Go to doctor, and doctor say, Carlos, you need to stop for dance, maybe for 1 month, and physio and massage, blah, blah, blah. Okay, kiss doctor, and keep going dance and stretching myself, blah, 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 blah. And after, my leg left, super flexibility, more. Now is my very important tip. because Carlos says, "Oh, Carlos, beautiful leg," you know. And after wait, and last year I stopped 2 months because my operation on my stomach. Yeah, that's it.
So what you were saying is you were sort of responsible,
Sí.
stretching, but we can say it this way, we can swing it around and say Carlos's injury who turned into a positive because it meant that his left leg is now uber flexible, which is the highlight of any of his routines. If you've ever seen him kick somebody in the face behind his head, that's due to the fact that you had an injury that you worked through to become the highlight of your solo performances, or all performances. Okay.
Number 6.
We do take injuries seriously though, guys. So please look after your bodies, stretch, warm up.
It's important, okay? At the moment, I do it stretching and little, be careful with my body. Before, no. Now, see, it's important for you, okay?
You're getting old, so you need to do it more.
See.
Okay, this one is funny. I like this question. You and Carlos make an amazing dance couple. Was it difficult to find that connection at the start? Were there any awkward moments? I love this question because it was really all about me. Well, the first thing is, I don't know if you guys know the story of how Carlos and I met. It was very quickly. This video is already getting very epically long. I was in Miami competing the same year that he was in 2018. And I remember watching him dance on stage in the men's professional finals, or both semi-final and final. And like, wow, who is this guy? He's tall, which is a bonus for me because I'm tall.
I'm not tall.
You are tall. Tall and very commanding on stage with excellent technique. He was very memorable on stage. And then afterwards, I knew that you came fifth that year in the finals. And then we danced once on Saturday night, social dance. I remember seeing him and I was like, woo, I had a really great social dance with him.
Enjoy, I'm not speaking. No?
And remind me to tell the story in a sec when you waved.
Okay.
That's funny. And so I always remembered him, and then I stalked him on Instagram pretty much and started communicating with you in English, even though you didn't speak English.
No,
you translated everything.
Yeah.
And then we just got talking through, I think we started talking on WhatsApp, and then I jokingly said, I think it was in February, that year?
It started in February, talking? Yeah, and in May, come to
Australia?
Yeah.
Basically, I just had a crazy moment and said, do you want to come here and work with me? I don't know, we'll figure it out. This was all via translation back and forth to each other. And so, before we move on, Carlos said he remembers in Miami, I was sitting in the audience.
Yeah.
Is that right? I was sitting in the audience and apparently you waved. You were like...
Yeah.
I waved at somebody.
Yeah, I'm thinking,
I waved say, like...
hi. I say... Is it because about me?
I was waving at someone past him. So he remembers me for a different reason. Not because of my dancing, thank you.
Yeah.
No, you do remember me.
Yeah, I remember you.
So then Carlos arrived and he got off the plane and it was like, hi, I'm Elysia. And he was like, hola, Carlos. And
nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Elysia. Nice to meet you.
What? And basically was like longer than that. 3 months, I reckon.
3 months.
Communicating.
Yeah. Not 3 months.
A month.
One and a half, maybe. 1.5 months.
Communicating on Siri. Yeah. Translator, basically, back and forth. That was how we trained together in the studio. It'd be like, okay, let's do this. And to be honest, it's not fair. So I was really intimidated by Carlos in the beginning because I found that he was like whoa. So I was very nervous and awkward, and he apparently wasn't at all, which makes me feel worse. So I remember being so nervous in our first performance because, but that's how we started. It was all through Translator. But that's what's built our very strong partnership, is because I trusted him to come here and he wasn't a serial killer, and vice versa. And it's worked out, and now he's been here for 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
And next year he's moving here permanently, right? No comment.
The life is surprise for me.
Okay. How do you feel before going on stage before your solo or performance, especially when defending a title?
Absolutely nervous. Nervous and think, or for me, think the choreography before and myself said, okay, technique, body movement, dance, and energy, think all the time. For the top is nervous and excited is correct. Excited, yeah, too much think. And one, so Carlos Verón example,
The introduction.
yeah, position for already for my performance. I start the music, gone, just dance, in the stage, yeah.
Me personally, I'm shitting myself all the time. Everyone always says to me, you've been doing this for so long, you've won so many titles, blah, blah, blah. But for me, it's like the first time, every time. I'm always very, very nervous. As Carlos was saying, honestly, it's so much a mental state. You know you can do it. So it's, for me, the last couple of years has really been working on mentally preparing myself, like prior to the competition and then in those final moments before you go on. It's so important to be in the right headspace. And whenever it's like a title that you're defending, that just adds even more pressure because you know there's people in the audience waiting for you to come out. You know there's judges on the table that have judged you before. You know you have people that love you. You know people that are not such a big fan of you. And it's all stuff, again, that's playing in your head.
Exactly.
So for us, it's just now, it's like try and stay really focused on the job, especially when we're dancing together. Now it's like we have like a little moment together before stage, like we've got this, we've worked so hard for this. So yeah, it never gets any easier though, I'm afraid to say, for us anyway. Still nerve-wracking. Do you have a mentor or coach as a professional dance couple to push your ideas or routines past your own boundaries? The answer is not specifically a coach. I guess we have done a lot of training with different people, and for us that's kind of important, is working with a lot of different people that offer different things.
Yeah, and mix with style.
Yeah, to create our own
Great,
style. Yeah. So it's not something that we would say no to, but for us at the moment it's been getting advice from a few different people.
Just experiment now, I think.
Yeah, and inspiration, I guess, from different people as well. So in terms of mentor and coaching, I might answer that another time when I talk more about the business side directly. But yeah, in terms of a dance couple, not at this point. Where do you hope to be in years to come in dance? Ooh, that's a big question.
I'm freezing.
Okay. Me, I hope that I'm still able to be dancing at a professional level. I really hope that I can just keep dancing as long as I can, both as a soloist, couple, in teams, whatever it is. I would hope that La Encantada is bigger and stronger than ever, that we still have an amazing community of people in Melbourne coming to classes every week. And then we've got our 2 levels booming.
Yeah.
And for me, I guess I'm going down more the event path route. So I really hope that next year in 2021, we will have Rumbia up and running, even though it didn't happen this year due to COVID. And you guys know me, I've always got a little suitcase of ideas, always thinking of new things. So for me, it's like dance, lots of exciting stuff. Like, let's go.
Yeah, for me too, dance and travel, and
You want to travel more, yeah?
Yeah, travel, come. So I think the life and dance in myself is
Exactly.
advanced. No,
Attached.
It's the same. You know, I'm free for life. For I want to be, champion in the world, and So it's my first objetivo. What is objective?
Object.
Yeah.
Objective, sorry.
And and start compete with Ellie, and yeah, and
That
travel.
would be a good one. We'd like to compete in the worlds one day together.
Mm-hmm.
With
And
the
with team,
with the team.
yeah, with the team. Yeah, just travel and come and be champion of.
You know what else I really hope to see in years to come is many of our students, you guys, be it teaching yourselves, competing, doing whatever it is around dance. That would make me very happy to see you guys being like in your own dance journeys.
Explosion.
Last one. Let's wrap it up. What do you know now? What do you know now that you wish you knew years ago in your dance journey? Oh, this is a difficult one. I can say I wish more so for myself that I had more confidence in myself and my training and my ability into doing more for myself.
It's the same. Maybe it's the same. Yeah.
For
Same
you?
reply.
Yeah.
I think.
If I think of anything else, can I think of anything else? What do I know now that I wish you knew in music? I think that for me, that's the most important. It's like the being confident, trust your gut instinct. Don't be afraid to try anything. Competition, travel, new routine, business idea, opening a dance studio, whatever it may be, starting a festival. Just try. Just try. Anything else we should know now?
We think the same. Yeah, because it's the same. Almost. Yeah.
I think everything happens for a reason. So I'm a big believer in the now, and this is happening now because of something down the line.
Yeah.
So I don't like to think I would have, by knowing something back then, would help me in any way. I'm happy with where we are now, and I'm excited about what comes next based on, So anyway, thanks guys. I hope you enjoyed that first section. Sorry, it's very long. That's only 10 questions, but please let us know what you think, and we will do installment number 2 soon.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And next question, I reply in Spanish.
Ooh.
Okay? No, it's
Me too.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. Mwah. See ya.